Welcome to my craft room. My name is Wendy and I am the Laptray Crafter. And today I'm going to do some cards using the Love of Leaves bundle. And let me show it to you in the catalogue. And this will be the first live where I can actually show you the inside of the catalogue. So this is the catalogue, and next week we will be having our catalogue launch party, and some of us will be meeting at the Panya Pantry in Bideford, and some of us will be doing the projects and having our launch party on the Monday, the 17th of August. So whichever one you're doing, I'm sure we're going to have fun. This morning I've just finished cutting and chopping all of the card, ready to send out the packs to you. Hello Judy, welcome. Thank you for joining. I've forgotten what I was saying now. And you will all be getting a copy of this catalogue. But the one that I'm going to use today, the Stamp and Bundle die bundle, is this one, the Love of Leaves bundle. I don't know about you, but I can't get into oh, it's a different one, is it, Judy? Oh, well, there you go. So you'll see a different one in action. I can't get into Christmas yet. It's too early for me. So I thought, well, I'll do something with leaves and I can make them fit the time of year that we're in. So this one comes with a set of dies here, and there are 13 dies, plus there are these beautiful leaves. And although it doesn't say that these are distinctive stamps, you can see from the pattern here that they have got that difference in the picture. Oh, hello Val, thank you for joining. How are you today? I've just waved at you. I don't know why sometimes I get the wave thing and sometimes I don't. I was just saying, Val, that the cards I'm going to make today, I'm using the Love of Leaves bundle. And I'm going to try and make some that are kind of not too autumny, but a bit, you know, more to fit the season that we're in. Okay, so this is what we're going to use. And I'm going to use these two pictures here as a kind of an inspiration. I will case these two. I mean, they're going to look different, aren't they? But there we go. But before I go any further, I want to introduce you to the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now, this only came yesterday, so it's still very, very new. I'm still touching it to make sure that it's all right. I have used it. All right, so I know it works, and it works beautifully. So you can find this on page 170 of the annual catalogue. And we knew that it wasn't going to be available when the annual catalogue got released. But we were all waiting for it. And this is the one that I've got, okay? And as you can see, it's a big platform. It's just over 6 inches, and with it you get plates. So you get 2 cutting plates, you get a plate which you use with your thin metal dies, and then this is the base plate. And this is great because it gives you all the sandwiches that you would need for your plates. And you'll notice that each of the plates has got a number on, which is so useful when you've got somebody like me who forgets which way round they go. So you can see I've already used it, look. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and then there's another plate, which is this dark grey one, which is plate number 4. And you use that with your 3D embossing folders. But I don't think I'm going to do any embossing today, but I'm definitely going to be doing some die cutting. So let me just, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to put my die cutting machine, I'm going to call her Stacy, okay? And you'll notice that the plate, what do you call them? The wings fold out. Now this might shake the camera a bit because they are really good, sturdy, and we'll get that out of the way. So you pull them down, and there's finger holes here, look, so you know exactly where to grab hold of, and then you pull it down and it makes that lovely clunking noise. I must say it is really nice and sturdy. It's got a nice carrying handle. It's not light, so you know, but it's beautifully made, I will say that. And because it folds up when you're not using it, of course it's not going to take up so much room in your craft room. So I'm just going to move it to one side until I actually need it. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. Now I've got a whole pile of card out. I've got So Saffron, Mint Macaron. What else have I got? I've got So Saffron, Mint Macaron, Pear Pizzazz, and Soft Sea Foam. Nice gentle colours. I've got some designer series paper. This is the Flowers for Every Season. Plus I've also got some our 6x6 Subtles designer series paper pack. So whether I use them or not, I don't know yet, because I'm not sure quite where I'm going to go. So I'll get those out of the way and bring in the stamp set. Now here's the stamp set, and I've already put it in, and you'll notice that the stamp set has also got some lovely sentiments on it, and I love this font. I do go for curly fonts, I must say, but I do like it when we get one that's a normal sort of font and then a curly one. I think they go together well. So this is the, oh, I've lost one of my dies. As you can see, I've already taken it out of the packet and put it into the stamp case. So these are the stamps, and they're photopolymer stamps. Let me bring in one so you can see it. I've already got them on the blocks, but I haven't used them yet. So this is the first time of being used. This is the dies, and I've seen lots of other demonstrators using these dies, and this is the one that intrigues me the most. I'm itching to have a go at that. So let's get on and make something, shall we? As always, I'm going to make 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 square card. And the way to make that, I know I say every time, is you take a piece of A4 and you cut it at 5 7/8, and then you score it and fold it at 5 7/8, and then that gives you 5 7/8 square. So let's bring in a piece of Whisper White, and I think I'm going to do some stamping first. And this is a piece of Whisper White that measures 5.5 by 5.5. Now, because this is a photopolymer stamp, I'm going to bring in my Stampin' mat, because I don't have anything soft under my grid paper, and it always works better if you've got something that gives just a little bit. So let's get stamping, shall we? And I thought I would make my own background. Oh, and I didn't get my my stamps out, so let's get So Saffron, Mint Macaron, Soft Sea Foam, Soft Sea Foam. Let's bring in Old Olive as well, and perhaps Pear Pizzazz if I've got Pear Pizzazz. Yeah, just in case I want to stamp some words. Okie dokie. So with a background, it's always best to start with the biggest stamp first, which is this one. So I'm going to start with, because it's the biggest one, I'm going to start with a very pale colour. Now, let's just have a look at the catalogue again. Let's see what it says here. So they haven't done any where they've done a background, so that's all right. So we can wing it. So I'm going to stamp, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp along this corner. So it's not a complete background. It'll be like a corner. So let's pop this up here. You see what I mean about it being distinctive? It's meant to be like that. It gives it a bit of dimension, all right? And then I'm going to just put another one here. And perhaps just a little bit there. And I'm going to turn this sideways. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop one up here in this top corner. Oh, that's one on your list, is it, Val? It's as I say, I've not used it before, but I've seen lots of demonstrators who have, and it looks just beautiful. I'm very pleased with that. So now let's bring in Pear Pizzazz, I think. No, I think that might be a bit. Let's bring in Mint Macaron. Although it's not really a green, could add a bit of interest. Let's try this one. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's quite dark, isn't it? I'm going to stamp this off and then come in here, keeping it very, very subtle. And I'm not worried if I'm going over one of the others. So there's Pear Pizzazz. Let's bring in some. This is So Saffron. And I'm going to bring in, there's this lovely one here. It's got it's very much like a heart shape. And I thought, right, let's see how dark that is. Well, that definitely needs stamping off, doesn't it? Yeah, let's stamp that off. I think that needs a bit of a clean. It looks like it's just blobbing in the middle there. Okay, let's try that. How strange. That doesn't seem to be stamping very well with my So Saffron. It's leaving a funny mark in the middle. Let me just try giving it a clean with my stamping scrub. Give it a good rub. Try again. And if not, I will get out my Daffodil Delight if I find this doesn't work. No, I think this So Saffron is a bit, it's actually gone funny on the top of it, so that needs looking at. Let's try. Oh, what's this one? This is Daffodil Delight. Let's see what this looks like. Oh. Oh no. Let's try lifting that off. Seems to have a bubble in the middle of it. Might be that I've got something wrong with the stamp, because can you see it's leaving a gap in the middle there. I think I might have to get that replaced, so we won't use that one. That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? So let's use this one. That's better. Right. bit, and then we'll fill that gap in there. And then I think what I'm going to do, just do another little bit there, and then I'm going to bring back my original stamp, the big one, and I'm going to do some more with soft sea foam. Yeah, so soft sea foam. I'm just going to make it look like you're looking through a huge array of trees, leaves. There we go. So there we go. So that's that one done. Not quite how I intended it to be, but there we go. That's what stamping does for you, doesn't it? Oh, I've got a fly in my bedroom. I've got the window open. Don't you find the flies are horrible at this time of the year? Yuck. Yuck. Let's clean my stamps. And I use this one. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the punch. Can you see on this card here, they've used one of our punches for this sentiment here. Your friendship is something I know I can count on. And I think that's rather a nice sentiment. So let me bring that punch down from my shelf. And this is the story label punch, which as you can see is a really good size. So I need some Whisper White. Let's bring in some of my cat Whisper White. So let's pop that out of the way for the minute. So if I punch that first, I think. There we go. Now, let's get the... So there's the sentiment there. And I need a block to put it on. There we go. And I'm sort of going to line it up. But I'm not worried about it if it's not lined up on my block. The place where I do want to line it up is on my piece of card. So that should, yeah, that fits in there nicely, look. So I'm going to stamp it in Pear Pizzazz. That will stand out hopefully amongst all those leaves. Okay, and then we'll stamp this here. Oh, lovely. Well, that stamp's all right. Good. So then let's bring in my, and that I think is just literally going to pop here, I think, like so. Now, shall I, how about if I punch 2 pieces of card, and I'm using the So Saffron, and I'm going to punch 2 pieces to go behind that sentiment, just to make it pop a little bit. So here we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that there. I'm going to pop it on one side like so. I'm going to do that. I'm going to kind of put them either side just so I see a little bit like that. way. Let's get some Stampin' Seal. Now I've been practicing with this. I wouldn't say I'm still there, but I'm getting much better at it. That's going to go there, and then that's going to go down there. So I'm going to put that like so. So just a little bit poking out either side. Okay, and then that's going to go onto my card like so. Where shall I put it? I don't know if I want it in. I think it looks better down there, don't you? Just there. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put it. I'll pop it up on some dimensionals because I can. Lovely. It's going to go just there. Just think it needs some ribbon behind it, girls. Let's see what I've got ribbon wise. Ooh. Oh, I've got so much to choose from. What about just some of our ordinary ribbon? No, I don't like that one. Oh, I know what I've got some of this gingham ribbon. That might look nice. Oh yeah, let's do that. Pop that, a bit of snail. Oh, I still call it snail. I'm going to put that, wrap that round the front of my card, like so. So she getting her fingers all twisted on the glue. Don't need that big a loop at the end. That's it. Okay. Bring in my ribbon scissors and snip. Okay. Oh, that's better. That's what it needed. It needed something there, didn't it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put. Oh, that's not a card base. A card base is what I really need. Got some ready. I was trying to be organised, so that's going to go on there. Okay, so bring in my seal, and I'm just going to put another bit there just to. Ooh. And of course, because this is nice and sticky, this seal, I can be sure this isn't going to fall off the front of my card. That's going to go there like that. And then this is going to go on there. Ah, that's better. Much better. Just that little bit of ribbon made all the difference. I'll put that there. So. And shall I put some bling on it? I'll bring in my bling box. I've got a lot of bling in my box. I use pearls because I love pearls. Right, and I've got my pick you up tool. Ooh. Have one of those on there. And then I'm just going to dot these about, I think. As is often my wont, just dot that out. So how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always have odd numbers, so I need to have, here we go, put another one there. There we go. So there's our first card. As I say, it didn't quite end up the way I intended, but all the same, still nice. And considering I had a bit of trouble with my yellow, I'm not too unhappy with it. Okay, so let's bring in another piece of card. Now this time I'm going to do some die cutting because the dies in this set are just lovely, and I just need to clean that stamp. What did I do with me chamois? I had it a minute ago. I've covered it up. There we go. Let's just clean that sentiment. I might use it again, so I'll keep it on the stamp. Thank you, Val. As I say, I'm trying to keep them quite light today, sort of, you know, not too wintry, so I didn't want to bring in the oranges and pumpkin pie and Cajun craze. It's too early for that. Yeah, we don't want to wish the summer away, do we? Right, so I'm going to do some die cutting. So let's bring in the dies now. So we've got, I'm going to leave this one for a minute, okay, but I'm going to use one of these. Which one shall I use? Let's use this one. Let's do this one. Okay, and as you can see, you get the outline of the die, of the leaf, plus you get the veins as well. All right, so I'm going to bring in Stacey, and we're going to do some die cutting. Ooh, now, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this. Oh, I need a bit more room, because these plates sit firmly on the desk, so you do need a bit of space. So, what did I do with my plates? Oh, there we go. Look, I've hidden the plates. I can't do die cutting without the plates. Right, so I need plate number 1, and then plate number 2, and then I need my plate number 3, which, as always, I'm always using the same one for my die cutting, and as you can see, I've already used it. Oh, it's already got engraved. Never mind. Now I'm going to bring in my piece of card, and this measures 5.5 by 5.5 if I didn't say so, and I'm going to put this in the centre. Does that look even to you? Looks even to me. Right. Oh, would help if my card was straight. Here we go. Now this might wobble the camera, okay, so let's, now can you hear, you can hear the cogs going round inside, and it's, I can tell it's just, it cuts beautifully. There's a lovely action to it. I'm going to get that out of the way. Look how, oh, look at that, fell straight out. Now that is a good sign, a very good sign. Oh, I'm pleased with that. Now these dies, can you see it? That is the inside leaf, and it just cuts it straight out. But on the piece that is left on my card, I've got this lovely stitched outline, which is why I put it into the middle of my card. All right, so I'm going to bring in my base card, and that will be sitting on there like that. Now, you know me, I'd probably just leave it like that, because I like white on white. I know it, doll, I know. But I think I perhaps ought to add a little bit of colour to it. So I'm going to bring in the Subtles pack. Now what colour shall I have? No, I don't think I better put purple behind there, do you? Oh, what about this one? What about this? Oh, that would look nice. So what I'm going to do, I think, is this will be a 6x6 piece. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then that will give us a nice border all the way around. Plus I will see through that. I'm going to save that little bit there. 5 3/4 and 5 3/4. Save those two little strips, they might come in handy. And it's going to sit on there like that. How lovely is that? Isn't that nice? Now I'm going to, I've seen somebody else do this, so I think I'm going to have a go. I'm going to use the inside of the leaf. Where's the inside of the leaf? Like that. On my designer series paper. So let's have a go. I'm bringing in Stacey again. Ooh, here we go. So I'm going to put a piece of card, and it's so nice because my whole of my card mat that I've made will fit onto that plate. Because that is, so I'm just lining that up. Right, it's going to sit like that. Then I'm going to put this on here, and this should cut those stitched veins out. Here we go. Oh, you're doing a good job, Stacey. Good job. Oh, did you clunk? Oh, clunk. I'm gonna. Oh, look, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's bring that out of the way. So that's going to sit on there. How lovely is that? Very nice. So, what did I do with my card base? Just my card base. That's going to sit on there. Just a tiny little gap. I was going to put these away because, knowing me, I will lose them. Now, before I put that together, what do you reckon? Shall I try this long die? What do you reckon? Should I put that across the bottom there? Why not? Just to give it a little bit of texture is what I'm thinking. Right, here we go. Stacey's coming out again. This time I don't need me. I just need this piece. And then I need this die. That's going to sit on there. So, okay. Oh, cool. Look at that. Oh, how lovely is that? Oh, I'm well pleased with that. Isn't that gorgeous? How cool. We don't need anything else on here, I don't think. Right, so let's bring in the oh, what have I done with me? Oh dear Lord. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's I know you've told me this before, Val, but I'm trying it out so I don't have to put it all the way along because it's so sticky. You can just put a little bit, can't you, in places. And I'll just put some little bits there, I think. Okay. Now, what I need to do is I need to line up line up that and line up that. How cool is that? Very cool. Oh, I do like that. Oh, it's just not quite level. Now, apparently you can peel it. It doesn't stick straight away. You've got 10 minutes before it goes. So let's peel this off of here. Yeah, look, it's come away. That's not bad, is it? So now I can have another go. Right, that's level at the top, so it should be level at the bottom. That is much better. Okay, good. Oh, look at that. I'm going to put that onto there, like so. Hello, Sue. Oh no, Sue. I think Sue is has just messaged me. She doesn't realise that I'm probably live. So unfortunately, Sue, I'm not going to answer you. There we go. Oh, make sure I've got my fold down the right side. That's going to go on there with a tiny weeny little gap. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Tiny weeny little gap. Now, shall I put a sentiment on it? What do you think? Shall I? Shall I not? In this stamp set there's a really nice thank you. How about if I put that on there? Oh, am I going to stamp it straight onto the card? Eek. Now what colour's that? Soft sea foam. Do I want to stamp it in soft sea foam? Am I brave enough, girls, to stamp straight onto my card? The answer is no. I am not. I'll tell you what I might do though, is I might stamp onto here. How about that? Cut this down. And this will be, go away fly. This will be 1/2 inch. Did you know that on your trimmer, that if you just put your card to where the lip starts here, if I show you, there, that is 1/2 inch. I know because I measured it. And I wish that fly would go away. So I'm going to bring in Pear Pizzazz, I think, and I shall stamp this with my Pear Pizzazz. Let's bring in my very colourful, whoops, oh, did you see what I did? I've now got ink all over my block. So let me just get a something to clean it with. Oh yeah, look at it. God, ink everywhere. Oh. And knowing me, if I hadn't have cleaned it, it would have gone all over my card. I'm not saying it won't, but now that I've cleaned it, there was less likelihood of it doing so. Hang that over there. Oh, nice. So let's stamp that in the middle. I can. And try not to get my head in the way. Yay! Cool. There we go. So let's bring in our little. Let's make a little. Should we make a little? What's it there? Do I want that one? Don't know that I do actually. Actually, I think I'm going to leave it plain so that it doesn't detract from the. But I will cut it down a bit. It doesn't detract from the. That's it. From the lovely leaf shape, which is what I'm showcasing here. And that's going to go away, fly. Where shall I put that? I'm just going to put that there on some dimensionals. There we go. Okie dokie. I'm going to line that up with that there, in the hope I get it straight. Yeah, cool. There we go. Very pretty. So let's bring in some of my pearls and my pick up tool. Get some twist to give it a twist. Get some putty out. And I seem to have a little mark on my card there, so that's where my first pearl was going to go. And I'll have one here, here, and then one there. There we go. So there's another card done. And my desk is looking like a bum's it, girls, but that's great, because it shows I've been doing something. Right, so there we go. So there's our second card. Right, so we've done 2 cards. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back the catalogue. What did I do with the catalogue? It's under this pile here. Whoops, I've just dropped my ink. Now, shall we have a go at this one here? Now this looks like these have all been stamped and then die cut, but I'm going to die cut all of them. So I'm going to bring in various bits of card that I had out. So let's see what we've got. I've got soft sea foam, another piece of soft sea foam, I'm bound to need it. Some So Saffron Subtles. Alright. Some pears. Let's get a piece of mint macaron. I'm not sure about mint macaron. What do you reckon? Well, we'll get it out at any rate. Piece of pear pizzazz. Alright. And what we could do is we could die cut a bit with yeah, why not? We could die cut a leaf with some designer series paper. It looks like and let's try that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my little trolley to the side of me. I think it might be easier than doing it on the desk. I've now got my trolley by the side of me. And I'm going to... Did you hear that, girls? We've got the police seem to be out running this afternoon. I wonder why that is. So, let's first of all die cut this. And what I tend to do is I tend to stick the die onto a piece of card and then just cut round it. Yeah. Yes, Stacey onto here. Right, she's all set up to go. So if I do them in different colours, it means I can stamp, die cut more than one at a time. So let's do that one in yellow. And I'm just putting them onto the plate. Let's have one in. Let's have one of those in that one. We'll have that one in that as well. And I might have that in yellow. Okay. Right, so I've got all of the leaves apart from that big one there, which I'm going to do separately, I think. So let me just stand up and do these. I must say, I have noticed that the new machine, the pieces of card pop out straight away. I didn't expect it to be that good. Obviously the pressure between the rollers is very, very strong, very strong. See, look, brilliant. And I'm going to keep these pieces because I might make something else later with those. So I've got one more big leaf to do with that one there, haven't I? So let's have that in a pale colour. Let's do that with the designer series paper, I think. And I'll do one of those designer series paper. And I'll perhaps do these two little ones in designer series paper too. So I'm going to cut this down. So that I can get more onto my plate. Okay. I did worry that with the Big Shop one, you get that kind of guide when you're going through doing your die cutting, and I did worry that I would be a bit too cack-handed. But so far it seems to be okay. There we go. Right, got lots and lots of die cut leaves. Now, do I want to put them through again with the... I could certainly do them again, couldn't I? With the... Let's see. So with the veins. So is that the veins for that one? Looks like it. So that's that one. If I do just the card ones, I think I'll do with the veins. The ones that are designer series paper, I don't think I will. This is rather nice, isn't it? Do you think that leaf looks like a heart? That's interesting. I'm thinking. Right, so that one is the same as that one. Oh, does that one fit on there as well? Okay. Where's the big one? There it is. There's the big one. And oh, where's the die for that? We used it a minute ago. Oh, nearly. Okay, that's going to go on there. Put that into Stacey, and away we go. And of course, as I've stood up, they've all fallen off the leaves. Oh, that one needs to be turned over. Put those over there, so hopefully I don't lose them because they're on their magnetic sheet. Oh, I actually could do with my little magnetic bowl that you bought me, Val. I can see it on the windowsill. I'll have to get it out. Okay, right. So let's bring in a card base. I don't think I'm going to put a topper on. I'm just going to literally have these leaves on my... That stalk is quite long. Did you see that fly? Let's put behind there. What do you reckon? Cool, eh? I don't think I want anything else on there. Now, do I want that there, or if I lift it, do I want it up like that? And then I can put a sentiment across it. That might be better. I'll use that so, like so. And she does that at the same time as the veins fit inside. Oh, really? Oh, so the one you ordered, Judy, was called Loyal Leaves. I'll have to look in the catalogue to see which one that one was. Is that in the new mini catalogue, Judy? I'll have to try it with the two together, Val. I was just, I think perhaps just a little bit wary because I've got no magnetic mat that it might move. But obviously if you've seen somebody doing it, it obviously works. Oh, I think that looks cool. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build it up, and I'm going to have this as my base. So this needs to go on first, and I am going to put a mat behind it. I'm going to put a mat. Going to put a mat on. Yeah, I like to have a mat on there. Oh, I know what I could do. I could get out this lovely die. I do like this die. I'm going to put that through the machine again. Well, do you think Stacey's getting a good... they're in the annual catalogue, Judy. Oh, I'll have to have a look. So that's one edge of my card done. I'm going to turn it and I'm going to do it at the top edge as well, just because I can. Oops. It will be nice when we do have a magnetic plate, because I do miss it already. Oh, I think that is a lovely die. Very, very nice. I like it a lot. And I've obviously got a mark on my plate. Let me see if I can find the rubber. I must have a bit of glue or something on my plate already. That's better. Okay. So that's going to go on there. Let's bring in some Seal Plus. And this is the even stronger one. So this is going to go on here. Making sure I want those at the top and the bottom, like so. There we go. That just gives a little bit of texture, and actually I probably could have turned it over and would have probably looked just as good without the other side, wouldn't it? Right, so let's put our leaves on. Cool. I'm going to do this with glue, because then that will give me a bit of wriggle room. There's that one. And I covered up my leaves. And let's have a yellow one. Let's have that one there, I think. I like this long stem. I don't know why I like it, but I do like it. So I'm going to put that one there. let's bring in some dimensionals. Oh, I've snipped these already. So. Oh, now all of a sudden, Judy, I got a little thing that says Judy is watching Wave. So I'm waving to you. Use low tack tape. What, to keep them in place on the when I'm die cutting it. You're absolutely right. That is a thing to do. So let's build this up. Where's that heart-shaped one? I want this heart-shaped one. So let's put this like so. So it's kind of popping up here. Put that there. And have I got another green one? I do have another green one. And then that's going to go like so. Yeah, so that needs to go there. And then this is going to go here. Oh no, I'll pop it up on dimensionals. So, there we go. It's going to go like so. It's gonna. Right. Now, have I got another green one left? Oh, I have. I've got this green one. So should we pop that there? What do you think? Pop that up here. And have I then used all my flowers, all my leaves that I cut? I think I have. Oh. I'm going to pop that. I'm going to pop that one like so. So we're kind of. No, I think that's enough actually. Don't want too many on there because otherwise it looks a bit of a mess otherwise. I think that is enough, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bow with my twine. I think I'll make a double bow. Oh, there's a green one there. Did I try that? Oh, I could put that on, couldn't I? That would look okay. Let's pop that up with some dimensionals. Because this is a patterned one rather than a plain one. I guess these ones I could have used are foam taped when I cut them out. I didn't think of that. We've been spoilt with the magnetic plate. We certainly have, Val, but we will be getting one. So, and I've got a feeling the new one that comes with an is a self-healing pad as well, a self-healing plate. So that'd be interesting, won't it? Right, so on with my bow. I'm going to make a big bow. Big bow. Do I want to do it that way? No, I'll do it bunny ears way. That's the way I know. I'm going to make it a big, big bow. I'm going to have lots of layers in this bow. There we go. Okay. Snip, nip. There's my bow. Okay. Make sure they're a little bit even. And then that is going to just sit on there like so. Bring in a glue dot. There. And I don't think I'm even going to bother to put a sentiment on here. This is going to be a card for any reason. Let's just trim that bit a bit. So there's another card. Put a few pearls on it. As pearls are the order of the day. Just get these bits out of the way. Did I pick up the... It's going to sit there. One, two, three, 4, 5. There we go. So, there we go, girls. We've made 3 cards. 3 cards. And I hope, Judy, even though you haven't got this stamp set, this perhaps has given you a little bit of inspiration. And I'm going to take this mucky mat. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to bring in a nice clean. Oh, if I can find it. Let's bring in a nice clean piece of grid paper so that you can see the cards better. Okay, so we've got 1 card, 2 cards, and then where's the other card gone? Where's the other card gone? What did the other card look like, girls? I've forgotten. Where's the other one gone? Oh dear. Oh, I've lost the other card. Oh dear. There were 3. We've done 3. I'm sure we've done 3. Ah, here we go. Oh yeah, it was the first one, wasn't it? That one there. Which, there we go. So there we go. 3 cards that we've made this afternoon. And I hope if you haven't got this, good Judy, that's lovely. And I think I've achieved what I wanted to with the kind of summery colours. They're not too heavy, are they? So I'm very, very pleased with that. So, yes. So thank you very much for watching, girls, and for sticking with it. You'll probably noticed that last week's video, or Facebook Live, I actually put onto Facebook. And I'm going to try again with this one. But this time, I'm not going to cut it down so much. The one that I did last week, I had to cut down quite a bit. So this is the cards. It's finished. So thank you very much for watching. And I hope I see you soon. Bye.